All right, we should be live. We shall see if the notifications went out. Just came out of Chris LaFleur's stream. And I have already used up my 5 stars. I kind of took a easy arena grind. Took it a little easy this time. Well, my version of taking it easy anyway. Yeah, don't care. Okay. I think that's the same information that I read already. Okay, so it'll be activated very soon. Say the 10th, okay. We'll see. Emmanuel, Emmanuel. What's up? Emmanuel, first one in, followed by Bobby Stapleton. What's going on? Followed by Kevin Womack. What's up? All right, so I'm just going to be doing some arena grinding. I did take it easy. I didn't go like I normally do, you know, kind of lazy. Didn't even go through all of my 5 stars last night or this morning for that matter. And then I was like, let me go through one. Milestones done in the 4-star basic, and then for the last day, that's when I start on the 4-star featured. So I am behind a bit. I don't even know if I'm going to do the 4-star basic. We'll see. But I did get started here on the 3-star because I'm going to get the 3-star Havoc. I saw that the Marvel Insider, they have an offer up there if you guys use Marvel Insider, but they have an offer for the 3-star Mr. Sinister, and I already redeemed that, so I don't have to grind for the 3-star Mr. Sinister, but there was no offer for Havoc, so I'm going to have to get Havoc as a 3-star. I'm not going to get him as a 4-star, but Mr. Sinister, I'm going to get as a 4-star. All right, so what I'm going to do, you guys are going to get to see how I go for 3 stars. Because right now is a great time. Let me check. See if... okay, so my 550s are starting to come off cooldown here. Yeah. Okay, so what I'll do, I will go through my 550s real quick, and then I'm going to open up a bunch of Arena Boost crystals and go from there. Start grinding on that 3-star. Oh boy. Stream looks like it's telling me it's low, and I do see that there are some dropped inputs on my end, so let me reset the stream real quick. Hopefully that'll fix it. Shouldn't interrupt anything, so let's see if that fixes. Okay, just reset it. Hopefully that will fix it. I don't know. Okay, looks like I need to reset my mirroring software. So it just stopped on me. Okay. See, hopefully that will fix it. Just give it a little minute here. See if that fixed it at all. It's saying the live stream now is doing okay. Maybe that reset is all I needed to do. No drop frames, at least yet. Trying to see if I have anything running that I need to stop. I don't see anything. Okay. Everything looks like it's okay now. Let me know, guys. Sound, if the sound is okay. The lag, if there's any lag. Everything looks good right now on my end. So you might have to refresh or something like that. But, alright, we're about to get started here in this arena. I'm going to go through my 550s. And once I get done with all of my 550s, I will pop open a lot of, about 100 maybe, of the Arena Boost crystals. And then start grinding out the 3 stars. Because my 5 stars, like I said, I only used them maybe a couple of hours ago. So they're not about to come off cooldown for a while. I'm very much off the my normal schedule where they are concerned, but I've got plenty. And if you guys have seen my last, oh, you know what? Let me turn on rather performance mode. That might help. And I'm surprised. I actually changed some settings here that should have made it even better. Made the stream even smoother. Low latency mode was already on, but I'm rescaling the output. So it should actually take up less resources on my machine, but we'll see. Let me know how it looks to you guys. Yeah, stream health looks like it's going into the yellow, which is not normal. I'm usually either green, or if I'm really having a problem, it's red. But most of the time it's green. But we'll see. Emmanuel says, just tried to log into my Marvel Insider, but my account is apparently locked out. Locked out? Oh, that doesn't sound good. I haven't tried logging in lately, but I did redeem recently. I think it was just yesterday. Yesterday or earlier this morning. Can't remember. I was up a little bit late. One of my best friend's birthday. We are very much alike. I haven't met anyone that is as much like me as him, and he has said the same thing. When we met in college, it was like instant best friends. His mom, his dad, my mom, they all have gotten to know us, and they said, wow. So it's not just our perception. But anyway, no surprise that our birthdays are only like a week apart. So I'm like a week older than he is. And he never lets me forget that. All the jokes and everything. But we always call each other. We can go, months without talking to each other. We used to talk like every day because we would play MMOs together. So we would play every single day, and we'd call each other every single day, and we would always chat while we were playing the game. But after a while, I think it was World of Warcraft, he played in the beta. He got me into World of Warcraft, but then he didn't play, so that was the first game that we didn't play together, but I got into. and he went playing some other games, so we stopped calling each other every single day, and now we might go months without saying anything, but we try to call each other all the time on our birthdays. So he called me end of January on my birthday, and I called him on his birthday yesterday. And so I was up a little bit, because when we do talk to each other, we tend to talk for a while, catch up and all that good stuff. You know, what you doing? You know, what game are you into now? That sort of thing. And I think he was playing Wizard 101, which I've never played, but that looks good. And another game he'd been trying to get me to try, I think was what was it called? It might have been Warhammer or something like that. Not sure. Kevin Womack says Havoc for 13 million. Okay, I think I'm on pace for 14. I think I will be fine. Probably. I don't think there's a lot of hype for him, but you know, if I were to go for him, you know me, I always put up overkill. So I would probably end up putting up about 15 or 16 million for him. I don't think there's a lot of hype for him. Mr. Sinister, I think there's more hype for Mr. Sinister than for Havoc. Mainly for his synergies. And his synergies look good. I haven't looked too deeply into them. I watched a couple of videos and wasn't really paying all that attention, so I can't tell you the details, but I know for a lot of the mutants, his synergies are really, really good. So that's one of the reasons that I'm planning on going for him. Also because he just looks cool. He just looks cool, and he looks like somebody that I want to bring up to rank 5, even as a 4-star. So only reason that I'm going for him, because like I said, I've stopped going for champions that I'm not planning on ranking 5 as 4 stars. And Havoc, I would not rank him up as a 4-star, so I'm not going to even go for him. Unless I get really bored. I mean really bored. Then I might go for him. But I don't see that happening. If I was going to, the weekend would have been the time to do it. But I don't know. 3 stars probably going to be just fine. Clay, what's up? What's up? You loving your new 12.1 alley? Good, good. That's what this game is all about, man. You got to enjoy yourself. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game. And I don't want to trivialize other aspects because, you know, I've had people do that over the years. You know, they usually do it and it's to trivialize something. You know, like they did something really bad in the game. They screwed somebody over or something happened to them. And then somebody will say, oh, well, you know, it's just a game. Well, yeah, it is just a game. But there are real people with real feelings that are playing the game. And that's who it's about. You know, so like if you cheat or if you do something, you know, to really mess somebody else over, you know, you don't get away with that by saying, oh, well, it's just a game, you know, lighten up, don't worry about it. No, because it's about what you've done to that person. You know, some stuff, you know, I personally don't care. You know, they could do whatever they want to do, but, you know, that's my answer to that, you know. So, yes, in the end, it's just a game, but you still need to show some integrity, show some character while you're playing this game. You know, don't use that as an excuse to be a jerk, basically. Still practice doing good things, even when you're playing a virtual video game, you know, and you're in a virtual world. you still need to practice your character. Not a good idea to say, oh, it's a virtual world, so I can do whatever I want. Yeah, your character still shows out. And I can tell you, I don't do things in these virtual games that I think go against my character. So I'm still going to treat everybody in the game with respect and all of that. Alright, Clay says, I'm only focusing in the T4 basic arena. Yeah, I got that one done early because I knew I didn't want to have to deal with it while this other arena was going on. Emmanuel says, one friend of mine keeps telling me to download Warhammer every day, but for some reason I always forget it. Yeah, I'll tell you how bad it is, Emmanuel. Every once in a while, one of my friends, Temple, will come by my stream. You know, he's a real life friend. We used to be neighbors. And I watched him, you know, mostly grow up, for that matter. Used to play with my nephew and all that good stuff. Now he's a young man. He's got himself a job. He's doing very, very well for himself. Very proud of him. But in any case, he was trying to get me to play Warhammer as well. And he knew that, you know, my current situation is, it's funny, our situations are reversed. For the longest time, he didn't have any job or any money to do anything. And so I would always be there. You know, I would buy him a game so that we could play together, stuff like that. But anyway, he actually purchased the game for me. There was like a pack or something like that that you could purchase. He purchased it for me and was like, you know, so I could play. And I think I played a little bit, but, you know, I had told him before he did that I was unlikely to, you know, really get into it. Because he knows that I'm usually a one game at a time type person. I'm very sequential. You know, I don't like multitasking if I can help it. I can do it, but it's very uncomfortable for me. I don't do it all that well. Don't like it. So very often I'll try other games briefly, but if they're really good, it doesn't matter if I'm playing a game that I like already. So yeah, I felt kind of bad. You know, he plopped down, I forget how much it was, like 20 bucks or something like that, to get the game. And I played it a little bit. I don't think I ever got out of like the tutorial area. I think it was that game. I might be confusing games. It might not have been Warhammer. It might have been a different game. Because I know there was another game where we did that, so I'm not sure. Emmanuel says, got into my account and I'm 60k points away from Mr. Sinister. Oh, man. What is the fastest way to get points? Go to Marvel Insider, because I had to do this as well. And they show you the things that will get you points. See, I don't know what you've done already. So what you want to do, you know, there's a lot of, what you call it, what do I want to say? Comics that you can read, you know, online comics, that'll get you some points. There are other games that you can download for the first time, and then you might have to play them a little bit to get some points. You know, it just depends on what you've done already. But I had to do that, and I went through looking at all of these online comics and things like that to get points. So just go there and take a look at what you haven't done already. Okay, I must have stunned him. Alright, yeah, I got something for you. How you feel about that? Don't mess with my domino. Clay says, we were created 2 days ago. Ah, new alley. Okay. Emmanuel says, do you think Captain Marvel is going to get a buff soon because of the movie? It's possible. They do seem to like either buffing or coming out with a new version of Champions. They have not always buffed champions just because they had a movie coming out. So, you know, there's no telling. Kabam is very unpredictable where that is concerned. Clay says, I try to help low-level players with my second account. Cool, cool. That's the way to do it, man. Give back. Osir, hello. And how are you doing? Okay. And I actually redid my masteries. I was looking at one of BG's streams, and I realized that I had not respec'd my mastery for this downtime. I was still running Scouter Lens, for example. I wasn't running my build that I run when I'm doing just pure suicides. And so I wasn't maximizing my damage. So I went ahead and did that. Speed things up a little bit for me here. And anytime I do that, it actually changes my, what you call it, the order my champions are in a little bit. Because different champions get different boosts to their PI based on the masteries that you select. So sometimes they can shuffle around a little bit, especially if they're really close to each other. Then they will shuffle around a little bit. Okay, come on, Drax. There we go. Down goes the Drax. Clay says they recruited me. They were originally a goal 1. Ah, good. So you can grow with them. That's nice. Oscar says, I just got a 4-star Proxima Midnight. I can use her with Nebula for faster arena. Nice, nice. You know I'm all about that faster arena. If you guys didn't see my crystal opening, I had a very nice crystal opening. Check it out on the channel. I'm very pleased with what I got there. Although I was a little dazed and confused over some of it. But it's all good. Very, very pleased with it overall. Okay, what in the world? Okay. It's weird. Alright. My stream is still yellow, but it's all good. Okay. Christina Amazing has joined us. Now it's a party. What's up, Christina? Happy Friday to you as well. Yes, I am smiling now. Woo. Okay. Boom, boom. Oops. Let my block down for a little too long. Got clipped. Emmanuel says, well, I hope they simply buff Captain Marvel instead of a new version since we already have 2 and I have a 5-star duped rank 3. Me too. I hope they boost her as well. Now here's a question. You say that we only have 2. Is Kamala Khan considered one of the Captain Marvels? I'm actually not sure. Clay says I'm maxing my 4-star Corvus. Very good 4-star to max out. Emmanuel says, oh, and by the way, today I hit the milestone of 300k base rating. Nice, nice. I started last May, and I'm happy how far I got already. Yeah, that is really nice, man. Good progress there. Clay says they're going to run map 3 and 5 for AQ. Okay, yeah, that's going to help you increase your account, you know, pretty quickly, too. That's pretty good. Snarf Snarf, what's up? Hope the days are going well for you. They are. Snarf, I was actually thinking of you during my last crystal opening. I don't know if you saw it. If you did, you see what 6-star I got. And you'll know why I was thinking of you. But yeah, I was very pleased with that opening. Christina says, with being forced to stay home for the last 3 days, I reinstalled the game. Psylocke is now ranked 3, but doesn't show on my profile. She may be my next rank 4 5-star. Okay, she's not bad. I like Psylocke. I think she is underrated as a champion. Ah, Bearded Ruckus, what's up? Grace and peace to you as well, my friend. Boom. Look at that power from OG Vision when I'm running suicides, that is. Christina says this winter weather needs to leave. Hey, I feel you. We actually had some really nice spring-like weather right in the middle of the winter weather. That was really nice. Very surprising. Just like yesterday, the weather was really good. Okay. Can we take him out? Boom. Yes, we can. Also says the perfect Captain Marvel would be to gain a permanent True Strike and permanent Furies, each via combo meter, and be carried from fight to fight. Okay, yeah, that would be really nice. Also says, I mean, maximum 3 Furies. Okay, and they can be carried from through quests. Snarf says, I left a comment on that video. Saw it right after I finished my lunch. Cooked me and the girlfriend some nice medium rare steaks. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Oh, just to geek out a little bit here. When I was talking to one of my best friends, I was telling him about the switch that I was making back to Firefox. Now, keep in mind, me and him, we have a long history. We have known each other for, 20 years now. We were in college together, all that good stuff. That's where we met. And we're both techies. And we often would keep up with tech and would always let each other know the latest tech on, this software or that software. And what I had recently done, because I was noticing that, Chrome was taking up a lot of resources. And I've been using Chrome for years. I had switched away from Firefox, which was always my favorite browser. I switched away from it because it had gotten so bloated. But I loved Firefox. I loved how easy it was to add functionality to it. I was using Firefox before Chrome even came into existence. And both me and my friend, we started out on Netscape and then Mozilla. Okay, so we've had, that love relationship with Firefox for a long time. Never liked Internet Explorer. So when I was telling him that I was switching back to Firefox and I was getting everything set up, I finally got my little bookmarks and all that set up. But I was having some troubles with it. I don't know what was going on, but I actually had my machine lock up. Weird noises, so I know it was some kind of sound drivers when I was running YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos in it. And he was like, nope. I was like, what do you mean no? He said no to both of those. No to Chrome, no to Firefox. I was like, oh, well, what do you use? And he told me he used a browser called Brave. And I was like, I think I remember seeing something about that, but I never looked into it. And he was like, go do your research. Go get Brave. I was like, okay, I will check it out. And that's what I'm running right now. I'm running Brave. It's basically based on Chrome. So if you like Chrome browser and you're used to it, then this browser is for you. I actually like it. It's made by the guy who, now here's a funny thing, it's made by the guy who did Mozilla. And there's a little history going on there about what happened, why he left, and all that good stuff. And so you have somebody who is really good behind this browser, and it is fast. It is crazy fast. And like I said, I'm really liking it. I like their philosophy It has a built-in ad blocker, and it also has a built-in, private mode like what Chrome has. Their incognito mode. Well, they call it, a private mode here, but they have a private mode with a Tor built in. And if you don't know what Tor is, just go look it up. It's an anonymous, onion routing. If you know any of that, look it up. Basically, it makes you more anonymous. You can do all of that with other browsers, but you have to add things on. So the fact that this is built in, that is amazing. So I'm using Edge now, Brave now. Not Edge. But I'm using Brave now, and so far I love it. So I think that's what I'll probably end up using from now on. Doesn't seem to be taking up a lot of resources or anything like that. So we'll see. Still giving it a test out. My stream is a steady yellow though, which it's never been before. It's usually green, or if I'm having problems, it's in the red. But my CPU usage for Streamlabs, very, very low. It's down there at like 10% right now, 10 or 12%, as opposed to before, it would be fighting up there at like 30% or more. And my CPU would jump all the way up to, 99% or something like that. That has not happened since I switched over. So far, so good, man. We're going to see. Christina says, this winter has been all over the place. Mother Nature is going through menopause. Okay, yeah. It could very well be. I don't know. Don't know if I would have used that analogy, but I will take your word for it. Okay. And speaking of Psylocke, here go my little Psylocke. I do not have her as a 5-star. I would not mind getting her as a 5-star. I think I showcased her power locking abilities to someone. It does take some setup, but she's actually really good for power locking. Asa says, isn't Tor an illegal thing? I know that pedos use it mostly. No, Asa, it is not an illegal thing. And while pedos may use it, it's kind of like torrents. Okay? And this is an attitude that a lot of companies would love for you to have, because a lot of pirating uses torrents. Anything that basically protects your anonymity is going to be abused by criminals. Okay? That is not to say that that particular platform is a bad one. It's just that criminals might like to use it. Let me give you an example of why I say something about this. Because back in the day, back in the day, I used to pirate. I kind of pirated a couple of things recently, but I used to be a heavy pirate. Okay? One of the things that the government wanted to do, they wanted to get into your private business. Let's just say that. Okay? Everybody, all Americans, they don't want you to have any privacy, but your privacy is protected. And so what they would do is they would try to push bills through that would take away your privacy, because they don't want you to have any. They want everything to be nice and open. And what they would do is they would say stuff like what you just said. Okay? They would push a bill through, but then they would use it along with pedophiles. Okay? They would say, well, we're doing this because people who traffic in child pornography are using this to hide. So this is why we want this bill that's stripping away everybody's privacy to go through. And so then you have privacy watchdogs that are like, wait a minute, no, this bill is horrible. it would actually harm everyone. It would strip away everyone's rights to privacy. No, we're not going to do that. And so now, because they're against this bill, the opposition would say, oh, so then you're protecting these criminals that are, child pornographers. And they're like, no, that is not what we're doing. We're protecting our privacy. You cannot strip away our privacy while you're going after these criminals. You can't do that. But that is what they try to do. So yes, Tor protects your privacy, but yes, it is used for illegal purposes. But then again, so is the internet. So what you're saying is, if criminals use something, then that is what everyone sees as, the characteristic of that. But so is and you might laugh when I say internet, but I do know people who have that same attitude towards the internet and towards television. They look here and they see all the filth that's on television, all the filth that's on the internet. There was a funny, kind of a funny video that was titled "The Internet is for Porn," because the majority of stuff that people were finding on the internet was porn. And so you come to somebody who isn't savvy about the internet, and they're like, okay, well, the internet, because I had people say that the internet is for porn. And I'm like, well, okay, yes, a lot of people do use the internet for porn, and pornographic materials, but it's not just for that. There's a lot of other things. And unless you have people that know it, like what we're doing right now, these people don't know all of the different uses for the internet. And that's why they do that. So yeah, Tor and all of that onion routing is used for illegal purposes, but it's also used for non-illegal purposes. And if you value your privacy, if you don't want people, snooping on your activities or anything, no matter what you're doing, you could just be paranoid. We're not talking about illegal activities. I use online banking. I do a lot of purchases. Okay. I might not want someone to be able to intercept that so easily. So using proxies and anonymous type routing just makes sense these days, for anything that you're doing. There's quite a few legitimate uses, like I just mentioned a few of them. Here's another one, and you might consider it not legitimate or legitimate, depending on your perspective. But there are places where videos are blocked. They're country blocked. Okay, so one country has a video that has come out and it's free for everybody in that country, but it hasn't been released in the US yet. And so when you try to view it, certain sites, you can't view it. Well, you can use something like this, and that gets around that, because that router may be coming from a different country, and now you can actually view the video. You can also do that with certain anonymous proxies as well. So, long answer there, but that's kind of my little spiel on that, because I remember from way back in the day, that's something that, propaganda. Remember MP3s? It's a common thing now, but the music industry, they had a huge campaign, and they wanted to shape everyone's perception about this MP3. And so if you talk to a lot of people that were not savvy on this new technology, and that was back when it was new, you would come away with the idea that MP3s were illegal. I can't tell you how many people I talked to that were like, MP3s, that's illegal. And I'm like, no, MP3s is not illegal. But that is, I mean, they spent millions of dollars. They actually would sue people. They went after people over that MP3 thing. They wanted MP3s to be considered illegal, and when they couldn't do that, they had all kind of commercials and propaganda and everything to try to shape people's perceptions. And you had some very popular people associating MP3s with illegal music sharing. Torrents, MP3s, all of that. I remember. I was all through it. I remember Napster. I remember when that was it was a precedent-setting decision. Napster actually stored certain illegal things on their server, but until that particular case, if other people, how they used your servers, you know, it was not considered illegal. You know, if you just made it, if you were just a facilitator of illegal activities, it was okay until it was not okay. So that's what happened. Napster was like this huge file sharing. You guys can look that up if you want to see the history of it. I actually lived it. And Napster allowed you to create accounts and share music. And you were supposed to own the music. You were supposed to own it and fair use and all that good stuff. But a lot of people didn't own it. You know, there's a whole big thing there. But all of these things are the same type of thing. Later on, years later, there'll be a new technology that comes out and people will use it for nefarious purposes, and people will associate that new technology with illegal activities because that is, you know, what was publicized about it. So, yeah, Tor, not illegal. MP3s, not illegal. Anonymous proxies, not illegal, but has been used for illegal purposes. All right. Emmanuel says we're going to do map 5 first time tonight, and I'm hella overwhelmed by all the paths and stuff. I know how you feel. I remember my first time with map 5. First time with map 6, for that matter, was it was dazzling. I was like, oh my goodness. Still kind of new to it, even though we've been doing map 6 now for a while. It still dazzled me because they changed some things up a little bit, and now they're changing things even once again. So who knows? Got suicides on, and I don't know what champs to bring. It's a learning process. Tim, what is up? You came while I was doing my little rant spiel, but good afternoon to you as well. He's like, I was the someone you were talking to about Symbiote Supreme. Okay. Okay. I'm getting all these bleeds on me. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's slow it down. Start pounding on you. Boom. Boom. There we go. All right. Christina, Psylocke equals lots of love. Cool, cool. Osser says, thank you for your comment and response to it. Made me more comfortable. Yeah, don't even sweat it, Osser. Like I said, that it's not unusual for people to say that because, yes, you're right. A lot of them will use that. They're going to use anything that allows them to hide what they're doing. You know, it's kind of like, you know, I grew up in New York City, in the Bronx. The police were never my friend. You know, people have that perception, you know, the police are your friend. And if you aren't doing anything wrong, then you have nothing to worry about. That has never been my life. Okay, that has never been my perception of them because I didn't grow up with police that were, shall we say, on the up and up. So in my neighborhood, the police were the drug dealers. Okay, they were the drug dealers and the suppliers. So that whole thing about if you don't do anything wrong, then you have nothing to worry about, I always consider that foolish. Because from my growing up, it was foolish. If you said something like that to any of the guys that I grew up with, they would laugh at you. They would just look at you like you were crazy, or if they figured you weren't joking, they would just pity you. Keith Winnett, what's up? What's up? Tiv says, I love Napster. Yeah, see, back in the day, man, I used to use it all the time. And like I said, I'm not preaching from a soapbox either. You know, trust me, I am not, you know, the cleanest as far as criminal activity goes. But that's neither here nor there. Robert Estrada says, Keith, see what I sang to Kranos. Okay, talking to him. Keith says, but your experience doesn't mean that all or most of the police are corrupt. That is true. In fact, I have quite a few friends that were police. So I make an exception on an individual basis, Keith. But collectively, you're not about to change my mind. I know too many of them, and I've seen too much. So on an individual basis, yes. I've met some really good police officers, ones who are actually all about the community, who are trying to do their best for the community, who help out, who go out of their way, who are true heroes. Okay? I have seen it. I have talked with them. So don't, don't think that I'm just coming down, globally speaking on all of them, because I know better than that. However, until I meet them and talk to them or see something to the contrary, I fall back on what I had to deal with. Yeah, Keith, exactly. But yeah, we'll probably have to agree to disagree on that one, because yes, this is all over the country that I'm talking about. I see it all the time. New York, yes, is the worst example, and that's where I grew up. So I already had a bad example to start with. How about LA? Okay, you hear about it all of the time. It's not just localized. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. I do know that it does not represent every single police, but yeah, my perception of the police force has been shaped not only by my early experiences, which were quite a bit, and like you said, it was the worst example, but they're also shaped by all the different experiences I've had, even in Michigan, where I lived for a time, here in Georgia. Okay, so yeah, I have seen way too much in way too many places for me to just say, oh, okay, no. I will make exceptions on an individual basis, and that's it. All right, Robert Estrada says, I love hamsters. Okay, Chips was never corrupt. Alrighty then. He said, but that's just as bad as somebody saying they don't like a certain race of people because of their limited exposure to that race. See, I understand where you were going with it, Keith, and that's why I said what I said. I will make exceptions on an individual basis. But until I actually know, then I don't have anything else to go on but my experiences. And people who have had bad experiences, even with a particular race or people, I understand where they're coming from. The only problem that I would have with them is when they don't give me a chance because of my race. See, I may have had horrible experiences with them growing up. However, when I meet one, I don't automatically say, you are horrible and a horrible person. Instead, I say, okay, let me see what this person is about. And after I've seen what they're about, if they're the typical one that I have come to know, then I just group them with the rest. If they're not, then they stand out and I say, okay, he's one of the good ones. That's all. But anybody that tells you that they're not prejudiced in some way or biased in some way, they're lying, first of all. Secondly, they don't fully understand what it means. But you should not allow your prejudices, whether they're cultural or what, but you should not allow that to keep you from getting to know someone. Havoc County had a bad sheriff, Roscoe. Funny. Snarf said, "Where did you live in Michigan?" That's where I'm from. When I was in Michigan, I was in a place called Berrien Springs. I went to college out in Michigan. So I wasn't like in Detroit or anything like that. It was Berrien Springs. We were about 20 minutes from Indiana. Me and my friends used to go to, Notre Dame. We were that close to Notre Dame in Indiana. We would go there and have parties and play around. Like when they won, their student center was like a little club. It was nuts. But that's where I lived, in Berrien Springs, Michigan. Keith said, so there's a difference in reserving judgment, assuming they're bad before you know they are bad. Yes, I still reserve judgment. Detroit gives a bad name to all cities. Yeah. Life lessons. Why? El Nino. We just got on the topic. Keith, prejudice is a judgment that has been made before you have enough information to make that judgment. I agree that everyone has some degree of prejudice. Exactly, they do. And we're all called to make judgments. And you need to always, when you're making judgments, it needs to be an ongoing thing. Okay, so like, for example, I don't know anybody on this stream, okay, personally, right? So say I just met you. Well, I'm going to have a judgment based on what I see when I see you. But it's going to keep getting updated. Okay, so I see you walking. Okay, I'm going to make a judgment just when I look at you. I'm just going to be like, oh, this person looks such and such. And then I'd be like, hey, how you doing? And then we start talking. Well, guess what? Now my judgment has to be updated. Because as I get to know you, my understanding of you is going to keep on changing. So I may look at you and I may see a stereotype. There was a very good, and we'll move on to a different topic here, but there was a very good presentation. I forgot what her name was, Ifoma or something like that. And she had a very powerful presentation. And one of the things that she said was that stereotypes were not bad because they were wrong. Stereotypes were bad because they are incomplete. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. They became stereotypes for a reason, but they are incomplete. They do not tell the entire story. So given what we're talking about, Keith, all the stories that I have to say about the police, they're true stories, right? You would agree with that. They're true experiences, but they're not complete. They don't tell the complete story of every single police officer. That's why making a hard and fast judgment against someone that you haven't met just because they belong to a certain organization or a certain race or a certain culture, that's why it's wrong, because it's not complete. So you don't use that. You might have a stereotype and you're like, okay, in the absence of any other information, that's what I might think. But then you have to be ready to update it and change it. All right. Anyway, let's move on. Osser says, I'm using Brave now. Cool. You see how it's just like Chrome? It looks just like Chrome because it's based on Chrome. So awesome stuff. Like I said, I'm liking it so far. Okay. Well, yeah, Keith, where else would they be from? Of course they're going to be from my point of view. And someone else is going to have another point of view. One of my best friends that I met in Michigan, He had a completely different point of view. His mother was the premier HIV nurse for the county. She knew all of the police personally. When he grew up with the police as his friends. Okay. And so he had a completely different point of view from them, whereas for me, I was like, I'm not calling them for anything, blah, 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 and blah, 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 and I told him, when he was looking at it, he was like, wow. And I said, don't feel bad for having a different point of view from me. You grew up with a very different experience. Why would you not see them differently than I did? Our experiences are different. So of course you're going to see them differently. There's nothing wrong with that. Right, exactly. And you can't, Keith. Keith is saying that he can't. He's just saying that I can't use, or rather he can't use my experiences to shape his viewpoint. Words are not going to change anybody. I used to tell people that when I would discuss something and we're having a discussion, my goal has never been to change someone's mind or to change their perception, because I know that that's not really possible. Okay. Now, they may be swayed by my arguments and, that's on them, but that's not my goal. When we're talking, my goal is only to share my viewpoint, my attitude, my way of looking at something. And if you disagree with it, that's perfectly fine, because you didn't have my experiences. You didn't have my viewpoint. And so you share your viewpoint. That's perfectly fine too. And that's it. I've had situations where I've debated hotly with a friend, and then years later, we actually switched positions. He actually, after a time, came to see things the way that I did back then, and I came to see things the way that he did back then. The funniest thing. But in any case, give me a quick second here. I need to go grab something. I'm actually getting a little sugar low because I didn't eat before I streamed, and I fell asleep, and I haven't eaten my lunch. So give me a quick second and I will be right back, and then we're going to grind a little bit more. All right. So hold on. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just grab myself a little banana and some water, and that should hold me over for a little bit. So if you hear munching sounds, that's why. Just grab some tortilla chips too. Okay, back to the game. El Nino says, how much have you put in for the 4-star so far? I have not put in anything for the 4-star featured or basic. So you can see there, El Nino, 0 and 0 for both. I will get the milestones at least. But I basically, I'm on target here for the 5-star featured. And all I've done in the 3-star is get up to the win streak 5, and then you guys are gonna see how I get the 3-star champion. Robert Estrada, bad boys, what you gonna do? Also says it's infinitely better because I gain money. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that. I haven't really looked into it, so I'm not even sure what all of that is about, to be honest with you. Summoner Jazzy, what's up, what's up? El Nino says, does Havoc need to be duped? I actually don't know anything about Havoc. If you hear some rustling, that's because I'm opening up my bag of tortilla chips here. Some multi-grain tortilla chips. John Biscuit has been lurking here for a bit. What's up? Emmanuel says, just ranked up a champ. Now my profile is all ranked 4, duped. Ooh, nice. I know. I remember how that felt. Let's see. Unduped Luke Cage and AA. Nice. Star-Lord and Gwenpool duped. Cool. Not bad. Yeah, I don't know anything about Havoc. Just that he's not that hyped right now. Sinister seems to have all the hype. Okay. Sorry if I'm munching in you guys' ear, but I gotta do it, or else I might pass out. I should have ate before streaming, but I didn't. All right, so when I'm going for a 3-star, actually, let's look at the events coming up. Okay, Alliance. Yeah, Quest is starting. Tech. Okay. But when I start, and when I go for a 3-star, I never grind the 3-star arena without boosts. If I'm just going for milestones, I don't really need to boost, but I never go without boost. So you see how many crystals I have here. I have 292 arena boost crystals because all I do is store these up, and I never use them except when I'm going for a 3-star. Let's see. Summoner Jazzy says, did you read the leaks of beta? How do you feel on the basis of that for She-Hulk and Spider-Gwen? No, I haven't really looked into it too much. But I like Spider-Gwen anyway. So anything they can do for her, I like it. Who knows? She might be my next, well, maybe not my next rank 4, but I may rank 4 her sometime. Depends on what they do. Oscar says, hey, did you see that new Havoc, maybe Sinister Synergy with Wasp? Yeah, see, I keep hearing, but I haven't seen any details. That's why I want to go for Sinister, though. It's because of his synergies. All right. So let's pop open these boosts here. And depending on how hard I want to go, like say this was the last day and I hadn't put in anything into the 3-star arena, I would open up about 150 of these. That's how many it would take me. About 150, boost up, and I'll get up there very quickly. Normally, I only do about 100. I might do, let me do a little bit more here. You know, about 110. And that's good enough. Before these boosts run out, I'll be over 1 million. And then I can just kind of coast. If I don't feel like coasting, I'll open up a few more arena boosts. And that's it. That's all I need right there. And it doesn't take me that long. All of my 3-stars are pretty much maxed out. So I just pretty much grind through. And I don't really go through all of them. Normally, I usually get bored before that. All right. Yep, just munching. Black Smoke, what's up? Got no school. Bet you that's nice. I haven't had school in a very long time. Oscar says it gives Wasp 50% heavy attack damage. Oh, yeah, I did hear somebody in BG Stream was saying that to him. That is insane. Her base attack is already crazy. Is that the Havoc synergy or the Mr. Sinister synergy? John Biscuit says, went crazy in the first day of this arena, halfway done with 2-star, done with 4 basic, 3 featured for Havoc. 2.3 million, 5 featured, and 5 rounds in the 4-star featured. Not bad. All right. So now that I have these boosts, right? Here's what I do, and I just do it sort of systematically. I'll, whoops, not boost. What I'll do is, oh, come on. Okay, so like, I'll start maybe with the Cosmic, for example, right? And you know I have a bunch of these already in the overflow. So if I start with Cosmic, okay, start there. What I'll do is I'll only use Cosmic Champions until I've used up all of those boosts. And then I'll move on to the next class. And then when I'm done with all of them, then I'll go to my overflow, grab them, wash, rinse, and repeat. But these are really easy because all of my 3 stars are maxed out, so it doesn't really matter. Never gets any harder, really. I don't even notice, you know, infinite streak, anything like that. I have no idea. Ooh, I walked right into that. Fortunately, at this level, it's not too bad. Oscar says, I can't actually imagine if there will be a bug which would allow you to stack that synergy. Man. John Biscuit says, T4B done as well. Nice. Yeah, I've grinded that hard before. It's really tiring. And I usually have to take a break after it. Black Smoke, how your 3-star champions look like that? Like what? I don't understand the question. Just let me know how they look like what. Whew. I was eating that tortilla chip. I think I got one stuck in my teeth. Okay. I better eat this soft banana better. Start messing with them hard chips. All right. John Biscuit says, farming pots right now as I will probably be doing 4th LOL path tomorrow. Ooh, the 4th one. Nice. Okay, so filter, since I started with them, just use you, and then start on the, and you see I have some of the 30 minutes versus 15. I don't care. I'm just going to use them up. So we'll start on that one. Whoops. And I've learned my lesson. I actually tried to queue these up one time. Twice this has happened to me, and there won't be a third time. You know, I learned hard, but I eventually get there. But twice this has happened where I queued up like a bunch of them, and then something happened with the server, and I just ended up wasting them all. Connection issues or something, I got kicked out and just wasted them all. So now I use them as I go. 3 at a time, that's it. Alright. Also says, I'm just about to complete master mode. Gonna open a 4-star with you in 2 minutes. Wish me luck. Good luck, man. Okay, come on. Yeah, we're not on the infinite streak yet, so they're acting like their usual defensive selves. $32.93. El Nino says nacho fries are good for grinding. Yep. Normally, like I said, I wouldn't eat on the stream, but I know what it feels like when I'm, I got a sugar low because I'm hypoglycemic. And if I go too long without eating, that's what happens. And I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. And for breakfast, I had some orange juice, a bagel with some cream cheese, and a banana. So, not the most substantial. Not going to last me this long. And then I fell asleep and woke up and was like, yeah, let me stream. And didn't grab anything. I mean, I woke up and I had like maybe 5 minutes till 1 o'clock. $3,000. Oh, you mean the PI black smoke? The reason they're this high is because I'm running suicides. Are you familiar with suicides? Because that's why my PI is so high like that. Why they're 3,000. Why this wasp is 3,000, for example. Suicides actually makes arena a lot more fun for me anyway. I realize it doesn't do that for everybody, but it's all good. All right. Oscar says he's opening it. Okay. John Biscuit, so far the 3 paths I've done cost me 0 units. All saved up items. Nice. Hope that's the case for this one as well. Yeah. Labyrinth of Legends doesn't have to cost any units if you take your time and you build up your stash. Now, I didn't, but I had a plan. So what I did was for like 8 months, I just saved my battle chips. And then when Summoner Appreciation, that week or whatever hit and we had like the little boost in attack and all that, that's when I busted out and started doing Labyrinth of Legends after I opened up like 800 uncollected battle chips. I had like 15,000 units. And I was determined to do 100% Labyrinth of Legends in a week. So from the time I did my first path to the time I did the final path, it was about 7 or 8 days. And yeah, that cost me units. The first path, no units at all, and I only used 12 revives. So my easy path, it's on my channel, so you can take a look at it. So that was, first path. I think the second path didn't take me any units. Still used up stash items. But then by the time I got to my third, I was using units. And I ended up using, I think, an average of about 3,000 because I was using Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. And so I kept using a lot of potions to get him over a half health, just so that the fights would be faster. Because I'm all about faster fights. Even if it took me more resources to do it, I wanted my fights to be fast. Can't stand slow fights. So yeah, I think it took me about an average of about 3,000 units. But you can definitely do it using no units if you take your time. Yep, just chewing all in your ears. Captain America. That heavy of Captain America's is just so satisfying. Just love it. All right. Osir says, I got my first 4-star. Oh, it just went all the way up. Hold on, let me widen this a little bit. Osir says, I got my first 4-star Star-Lord dupe. Nice. He'll actually be pretty helpful to you. Silver says, sup, Lord Shadow. I'm loving my iPad. Yeah, I love my iPad too. Meta, what's up? Tim. Uh-oh. LaFlorians are incoming. Oh, I was just there too. Rage raid, yeah, he was raging hard, I know. And I can't blame him. I've raged like that myself. It's very, very frustrating when you know that you're playing the same as you're playing anywhere else and the game itself, because it makes you feel helpless. You know, you're like, okay, I told it to do this, and it's just not doing it. I don't mind losing, but I hate when I lose and it's out of my control. Don't care what hashtag you use. Funny. I one-shot some opponents, but not everyone. Yeah, same with me, John. I did that. El Nino said, just finished Master, and it gave me a little Hand of Apocalypse. Is it a clue of what's coming? We'll have to see. I don't know. Reaper Dragon, what's up? What's up? Billy D, welcome. Anthony, what's up? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm still dazed about that opening, Anthony. And welcome, of course, Chris LaFleur. Billy D, what's up? What's up? Hez Gaming. Yep. Osir says, Beardo is my strongest champ as a 440. He is a beast. Chris LaFleur, my blood pressure. Yeah. Like I said, I saw it. If you guys don't know, Chris LaFleur has his own channel, and he streams as well. Click those little buttons, dots to the side of his name, and visit his channel. Give him a subscription. But I was in his stream, you know, not that long ago, and he has turned on the touches, so you can see when he touches his screen. So in case you're wondering, because I used to have that problem as well, you know, I would say something, and when I was new to the game, people were like, oh, you're just saying that, but, you know, that's not what really happened. What really happened is that you just suck, and you're making excuses for your poor playing. And what would I be able to say to them? Well, maybe he's right. You know, I think that I swiped, but maybe I didn't. Well, Chris has turned on the touches so you can see them visually. And during one of the times where he was raging, I actually watched, and he played it back, and you could see where he touched it to swipe, and his character did not move. And I can't tell you how many times that has happened to me. And right there was the proof. You know, you swipe back, and sometimes it acts basically as if you do not have dexterity. because when I played on my secondary account, you know, I don't do it very often, but I was doing it and I didn't have dexterity yet. That's what it would do. You know, I would swipe back, I didn't have dexterity, and it would just stand there, because if you don't have the dexterity mastery, that's it. So I wonder if it has something to do with their code suppressing that mastery. It's a bug, whatever it is, but I'm just trying to, you know, I'm a programmer, so I'm just trying to think of what it could possibly be, you know, what kind of bug. But I saw it. I saw him do that. So I know that it's not just him making excuses for poor playing. I know that there is something happening. And I already knew that, you know, I didn't need that proof, honestly, because it's happened to me, and it's happened to Dave. Dave raged so hard, and you know Dave knows what he's talking about. And it happened to him. Happens to him frequently. Very, very frustrating when that happens. All right. Tim, yep. Pedro says, what's up, Lord Shadow? Dropped in to give you that like. Might have to jump on conference call soon. That's fine. Glad you stopped in. Christopher says, I pulled Omega and then 4 straight dupes. Wow. Tim says, 5-star coming back around in 7 minutes. Get excited. Okay. Meta says, Chris LaFleur has an awesome channel. He does. You see, I stop in there frequently. I was lurking mostly today, but I still had to say something, and broke my lurking. Well, I stopped hiding, I guess. I'm not even sure how you would say that. Broke my lurking persona? I don't know. Not sure that made any sense, but you guys know what I mean. All right. So yeah. So as you see, I'm just going through my 3 stars, and this is how I do it. I'll just go through, and once I'm done with every single class, as I go through one by one, then I will go get them from my overflow and do it again. And I have enough 3 stars that really I can just keep going, and very rarely do I get through all of them. So who knows? I may not do that this time either. Tim says, these 2 channels are my favorite. Awesome, man. John Biscuit. Okay, you're talking to Emmanuel. Hold on, let me. Come on, girl. I thought I was on the, yeah, I'm getting Thanos team already. I thought I was on the infinite streak already. Okay. Look at her just standing there. Okay. Surprise! Alright. Emmanuel says, does that mean there can't be revives in the same map again until I finish the quest once? Yeah, I believe that's how it usually works. You have to actually complete it before it resets. And what happened with that one revive in the low level is that when it reset, it always was there. See, normally when it resets, you don't have any idea. It might be there, it might not be there. You don't know what. It randomized what you got. But in this one quest, it wasn't random. It was always a revive there. And it's been that way for a long time. And somebody brought too much attention to it on the forum, so people started really abusing it, and it was taken away. That's why we can't have nice things. Because it's been that way. It was that way. Man, I don't even know. I didn't tend to use it because at the time where it was a thing, it was easy to get revives anyway. Kabam hadn't removed them from a lot of stuff. So I stayed with level 1 revives expiring. I couldn't use them enough. And I didn't have, at that time, I didn't have any reason to stock up on them. All right. Let me. Chat's getting busy. Hold on. Let me. Gotta still grind a little bit here. Okay. Items on a map only change when you beat the boss at the end. Correct. Osman, Marv, what's up? I don't think I've seen your name before. If you're new, welcome, welcome. If you're not new, just know I'm old and senile, so I sometimes forget things. So I may welcome you twice. Just pat me on the head and say that's okay. I'll take the pat. I'll take the double welcome. But welcome, welcome anyway. Silver says, man, Sinister looks like he's going to be an amazing champ. But if I pull Omega first, he'll get the mutant gem. Yeah. I will be going for Sinister as a 4-star. Both rounds. And I have a feeling that he is going to go pretty high as a 5-star. All right. Black Smoke says, I got 5 stars. Spider Gwen. I got 5 stars. SP. Oh, Spider Gwen. Yeah, yeah. Billy D says, I've been saying this. The introduction of dungeons, when I noticed it, thought it was me. The Darkhawk introduction has not gone away. I call it stun and stutter. I'm glad it's noticed. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, what in the world? Oscar says, wait, was that a 3-star gold pool? Was it? I don't think I had a 3-star gold pool. You mean who I was fighting, I think it was. Yeah, I don't think I got him because I think he was for money. I think you had to spend money to get the 3-star, which opened up the other offer. Not sure. Emmanuel says, okay, sucks planning my first LOL run, and I guess I gotta do solo quests and play it smart with the expired. Exactly, Emmanuel. That's why they removed it, because it made content like that trivial. Imagine, if you're able to get level 1 revives, then you can do all of that content easily without using any other resources. It trivializes it. It's just a matter of time. Pop in the level 1 revive. Go. Just keep reviving over and over again. You basically would have infinite resources. It's like you turned on God mode in some of the games, you know? Meta says, Emmanuel, I farm revives in chapter 3. Do some of the earlier maps. It's very easy and worth the energy as long as you do once a day, maybe twice, and don't use refills. Yep. Meta says you can use refills, though, if you have them, but no guarantee you'll trade that refill for a revive. Exactly. It's all random now. I mean, it was random before, except for that one quest. Okay, Osman says, yeah, I'm new, and thanks for the welcome. Okay, good. I hate when I forget things. Billy D says, spike, hike, peps. All right. Don't know what that means. Okay, you're talking to them. Meta says, yeah, Manuel, you have to, or nothing. Re-randomizes. Yep. All right. Okay. All right. Whew. I think we're all caught up now in the chat. And now I can continue munching a little bit. Oh, not sure if Keith is still in the chat, but I talked to my sister. I told her how much you missed her. And she was just like, "Aw." But she'll be back. She's got to get her sleep schedule back in order. All right, but you guys see just how much those boosts make a difference. We're not even done with the first, set of boosts, and look at my score already. And we haven't been doing it for that long, I'm taking longer than I normally would because I'm chatting and all that good stuff. So, but it goes very quickly. It really just depends on how long I want to do it. And I'll probably peek over there and my 550s will be off cooldown and I'll stop and do those. Because I don't think my 5 stars are going to come off anytime real soon. Emmanuel says, just one shot Red Hulk with Star-Lord for the first time. Nice. I remember my first one shot with Starkey. And I think having to keep the combo, wait, hold on, in contrast to Gwenpool, is really fun and a good challenge. Yeah, that's one way to say it. That's one of the reasons a lot of people don't like Star-Lord. When I first got him as a 4-star and I was taking him into Realm of Legends, I wasn't good at keeping a combo. All right, Black Smoke, take care, man. Thanks for stopping by. But I wasn't good at keeping a combo, and so for me, Star-Lord sucked because I couldn't keep a combo. And it was nerve-wracking trying to keep it, and then when I'd lose it, I just want to give up the fight. Remember, I'm not about long fights. And every time I lost a combo, and the computer would get me just like with a one jab. I'd be doing something and then pop, and then that's it. It was over with. Just one jab, wouldn't even follow up on it. Used to tick me off so bad. But now, now I play Starkey mainly. But my Star-Lord is rank 3, and I used a tech gem on him, but I did end up, after I used the tech gem, awakening him. Duping him. But he's still rank 3 and probably is going to stay there for the foreseeable future. Okay, come on. Don't be so slow. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Come on, attack me. Attack me. Okay, we can do it that way too. Give you that shock. There we go. Billy D says, Spike like people's sorry computer was made by Caveman. Oh, I got you. Emmanuel says, of course, the evade and LOL is super annoying. Exactly. I did not have a fun time in Labyrinth of Legends. Although some fights I had fun with. But for the most part, like I said, I don't like long fights. And having a long fight and then random evades, no. Not my idea of fun. But anyway, it's super annoying because it causes you, because in some cases you can't do anything against it, but I still like it with Star-Lord. Well, Star-Lord is still the best for Labyrinth of Legends. The only reason that I don't rank him is because he has very limited use outside of Labyrinth of Legends, in my opinion. So if you were going to rank him just for Labyrinth of Legends, I would tell anybody, no, don't do that. You'll be sorry. Okay, come on. Now, he might get some utility, but he is still king of Labyrinth of Legends. By the time I got a tech gem to awaken him, I was already almost done with Labyrinth of Legends with Starkey, and I had already ranked 5'd my Starkey. And I know people that have ranked 4'd, their Star-Lord, of course, and I think I saw someone rank 5 them, and they regretted it. You'll usually see them on the line asking Kabam for rank down tickets. Like, oh, please let us get a rank down ticket. Let us erase those poor decisions we made. Wouldn't it be nice if real life was that way? Make a poor decision. Get yourself a nice little do-over token. Emmanuel says, good thing is I got Star-Lord for Colossus and then Gwenpool for Maestro or Magic. John says, in my opinion, Star-Lord isn't best for LOL. Blade and Spark combined is probably best. So cheap, then those two. Well, see, that's just it. What's your criteria for best? What you just mentioned, like, for example, Blade, I've just said that I don't like long fights. Blade gets you through cheaper. He will save you a ton of resources, but it will be slower. Star-Lord is going to be faster than Blade. My Starkey is faster than Blade, but not cheaper. But yeah, Star-Lord, Blade, Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, Domino, Ghost. These are all Labyrinth of Legends, 100% Labyrinth of Legend options. Emmanuel says, and well, I'm currently stuck in Variant, Chapter 2.2, and I think Star-Lord can put in some work there as well. And my main goal is LOL, so I just went for it. Yeah, that's fine. If you still have content to do, it's kind of like grandparents talking to their grandkids. You know, it's like they're encouraging them to look past their immediate future to a more distant future. That's the good grandparents when they're giving their, grandkids good advice, that is. So, Star-Lord, if, when you're wanting to do Labyrinth of Legends, and you're like, okay, well, Star-Lord is going to be, the best option or one of the best options for it. Those of us who have already gotten past it, we're like, okay, hold on. Yeah, he might be, but don't invest all those resources in him. Think past Labyrinth of Legends. What happens after you finish Labyrinth of Legends? You'll still have this guy. You'll still have used up those resources that could have gone to someone else and been a better long-term investment. That's I guess a good way of saying that. A better long-term investment. So yeah, he can definitely put in work in Variant. He can definitely put in work in Labyrinth of Legends. In fact, my MVP for I think the first chapter of Variant was Winter Soldier with the Killmonger synergy. I think it was the first chapter, whichever one that you can do skill on. And it was because he was like a mini Star-Lord. And he put in that work. I have a 6-star Winter Soldier with my little 4-star Killmonger. And he was easily my MVP. Now, for the tech chapter, I had my Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. You'll have your Star-Lord. Still works. But remember, it's permanent content. And once you're done, then what? You always want to have a diverse roster. Because I was tempted to take him up. But I got him too late, for one thing. Or rather, I awakened him too late. Kano, what's up? Says, how's it going? I had this random idea. Hear me out. Okay, we'll hear you out. What's your random idea? John Biscuit. Hold on. We started up the fight. Let me get this Doc Strange down real quick here. I love the fact that I can go all out on him and not have to worry about pushing him to any kind of L3. John Biscuit says, man, I can't believe I've been farming pots this long, over an hour now, and not feeling the pain. Switching between Omega and Sparky for farming, and your stream is probably why. Okay, well, glad I can help. Let me take another bite of my banana. Delicious. Meister, what's up, what's up? Hi, hi. So we're well on our way to this infinite streak. We should be on the infinite streak now. And I got one boost left. So you see about how long it took for me to go through just those guys. Yeah. And use up those boosts. And just look at my score already. Just in that time, my score is 378,000 points. And I'm not even done with my 3 stars yet. Just look at this. Let me put it on 3. So look at how many 3 stars I have left to use. And I'm already close to 400,000. See? So it doesn't take long when you're boosting like that for me to get the 3-star champion. Oh yeah, that's right. I never did take up Darkhawk. Still waiting for a level up where I need to use him. So now all I'll do is go over to the hold on. Let's go over here. Go to my overflow. Grab the next set. And just continue on. So here we got the items. You can see I got these expiring, but see, got plenty of these. And they will take me to over 1 million points in that arena. Just what I have there right now. All right. Let's see, what do I got here? Oh, Cosmic Arena Battle. Give me that. All right. Kano says, sounds dumb, but what about an event challenge where there's no masteries at all, but when you're done, you get masteries back, so don't have waste units doing masteries again. Oh, I see what you mean. Where it just kind of suppresses your masteries for a little bit. It doesn't actually remove them. That could be interesting. That could be fun. Okay, let me check on my other arenas here. Okay, nope, still not off cooldown there. I'm not surprised. We haven't been going that long. Okay. So yeah. See, this is the perfect time to do the 3 stars. Okay, so I'll filter out the science and just keep going through until I just get tired and want to stop and take a break, which it might happen pretty soon here. It's about an hour and 44 minutes, so might end the stream in about 20 minutes or so. I don't know. I try not to go too much over 2 hours, and I do need to eat proper. Get something proper in my tummy, not just this little banana. Okay, come on, Drax, quit doing that. Taking time. Aeon Kong, what's up? What's up? Good to see you, my brother. Meister says, we will try map 6, 1BG, Is it super hard or not really? Oh, map 6 is not... If you're used to map 5 and you do map 5 every day, I would say map 6 day 1 might be about map 5, maybe day 3 or 4. I don't know. I have a hard time with that comparison. But it's not difficult. It also depends on who you bring. So like map 5, I can do all 5 days with my 4 stars. No problem. Map 6, I haven't tried that, but it would be a little bit more challenging. But I usually bring my 5 stars in for that. And it's pretty easy. The thing that's more challenging about map 6 is coordination and planning. That is the biggest thing for map 6. John says, on the topic of Star-Lord, I remember when Spark was first released, I was this salty dude saying Star-Lord is better than him just because I completed Realm of Legends with a 3-star Star-Lord. Now my Spark is rank 5, and I'm like, why did I think that? Yeah. Well, times change, you know. Things change. The game changes. Our skills change. Where I'm at in the game now is not where I was. So my whole, you know, perspective changes even. But I still remember what it was like. It hasn't happened lately, but I used to make, you know, a lot of content, you know, just about me going through the different event quests. You know, like what I did, I streamed it this time. I didn't make a video on it because I used to do a video and then narrate it, you know, and be like, okay, you know, here's this fight, and I would just talk about my different, you know, my perspective on it and what's going on and how I was approaching the fights and stuff. But nowadays, I kind of do it on stream. Well, I had people come to me, you know, leave comments like, oh, sure, it's easy when you have a rank 4, you know, Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, or a rank 5 later on, because it always changes. Or when you have these God tier champions, yeah, it's easy. And I'm like, look, I'm not trying to tell anybody that it's easy or hard. I'm trying to let people see the content, get a first look. You know, I'm not going to artificially make something difficult for myself by going in there with 4 stars just to prove that it can be done. Because I've already done that. I've had to do the event quests with 4 stars. It wasn't fun, but I did it. So once I finally got some good champions and I'm able to, you know, go through these event quests with, you know, pretty good ease, then that's what I'm going to do. ML, what's up? What's up? Lordy? Jeremiah. You didn't miss this stream, Jeremiah, but you almost did. But I'm gonna be going for probably another 20 minutes or so. I don't know why I did that. I'm just working my way through my 3 stars. I'm showing everybody this is how I grind for 3-star champions. I opened up like 110 crystals, arena boost crystals. Popped them all, and now I'm just going through my 3 stars. And it doesn't take long with those boosts. You can see I'm already over 400,000. Does not take long. And I might, you know, in about 20 minutes, I'll probably take a break, go eat, and I may hit this one up again, or I may wait until tomorrow and do it again. But I know that I can put up, because I've done it, I can put up a little over 800,000 in one sitting of my 3 stars. I've done that before, but not all that fun for me. All right. Take another bite of the banana. Banana not gonna last too much longer. But it has got me away from that sugar low, though. I'm not shaking like I was and feeling weak. Never fun. All right. I think I scared some folk off. Hope I didn't. With all that life lesson serious talk earlier. Might have left some sour taste in some people's mouths. But hey, it happens. It comes up sometimes. It is what it is. So, how many people are planning to do map 7? You know, this free is going to be free for 1 week. And I know my alliance, yep, I'll join. My alliance is planning on doing map 7 during the while it's free, just to kind of see what it's about, you know, get some experience doing it. But I'm excited over the changes to the other maps. The lower costs mean that I'll be able to hoard even more resources and be able to rank up my guys even better. You know, so we'll see. But I did if you haven't seen it, I did do a video. I was invited to the map 7 beta, and I did a video and showed some of the crazy nodes that you guys can expect in the map 7. So if you haven't seen that video, take a look. It's on the channel. Just do a search for, I think, map 7 beta, and you should be good to go. Okay. Huh. It's weird. I think my live stream might be lagging. There we go. I actually saw your comment, Meister, in Streamlabs OBS before it showed up in the stream that I'm looking at. So Meister says, "Will caught you later. We'll do arena now." Excuse me. Then hit my bed, not feeling best today. Good luck with your grind. See you soon. All right, Meister. Sorry to hear you're feeling bad, but take care. Emil with a super chat. Thank you very much. Emil says, see you next time. All right, take care, Emil. Thank you, thank you. Very generous. I'm always very thankful for anybody that gives any amount. It all is appreciated. All right, let's keep going here. Get this down. Come on, come on. Just see how far we get. Like I said, I very rarely go through all of my 3 stars. The only time I did that, and why I know that I can put up about 800,000, is because I didn't realize one arena, because I was focused so much on the other arena. I didn't realize that it was round 2 and I had not gone for the 3-star in the first round. And it was the last day and we only had like 4 hours left. Just 4 hours left in the arena. And I did get that champion. I ran through it. I put up 800 the one time, and I still ended up at about 1.5 million in that arena when I was done. I forgot which champion I did that for. So that's why I know I can do it. And see right here, we're at, you know, a little over 500,000. So if I were to do this, you know, one more time today, and then do it again tomorrow, or twice tomorrow, or just do it again tomorrow and then again Sunday morning, I'll have 1.5 million and I'll be fine to get the champion. That's the only reason I use these boosts. Anthony asks, do you know if 3-star Havoc has all the synergies? No, I do not know if he does. I just like getting all the 3-stars so I can at least look at him, awaken him, and you know, just kind of check him out. And gotta catch them all. I just like adding them to my collection. I'm just kind of getting a little bit burned out on grinding for 4-star featured champions that end up sitting in my sitting at rank 3 in my roster, and I never really do anything with them. It's like, why? I have plenty of 5-stars if I just need rank up and level up material for level up events. So I've started to skip out on 4-star featured champions unless I'm sure that I'm going to take them to rank 5. And I'm skipping Havoc because I don't think I would take him to rank 5. I could be wrong. We'll just have to wait for him to come around for the basic if that's the case. But Mr. Sinister, I want him, and I want to take him to rank 5. He looks cool, and his abilities, and I've always liked him in the comics too. Bad boy that he was. Anthony says, I do the same. I just hope he has the Cyclops one. My 6-star Cyclops needs some help. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll more than likely I will make a video on him, even if it's just the 3-star. So we'll check out the synergies when I get them. Okay. So annoying. OG Spider-Man and all that evading. You just evade, and then right in your face. He just reacts so fast. So annoying. Ugh. Okay. So keep going here for a little bit longer. We got the champion. And I see that Heimdall. He's the only Heimdall that I have. I do want a Heimdall as a 4-star or even a 5-star. But the 3-star is just fine because I mainly use him for synergies. But it would have been nice to have the 4 or 5-star when I did variant. I brought in the 3-star, but he was basically taking up a slot. That was it. It would have been nice because I would have been able to use the 4 or 5-star to actually fight and do some work. 3-star, yeah, it would have been a really long fight in some cases. And as you know, I do not like long fights. All right. Let me see. Is anybody else? Ah. Dork Lessons and Rich the Man are streaming. So that can be where you guys go next. I'd love to do a raid on one of them. I'm not even sure which one to do a raid on. I like them both. I like Rich, definitely. And I like Dave, too. I may end up... because what I end up doing, even when I don't catch people live... Because, of course, I can't watch both of them at the same time. Well, I could, but... You know, I can't. I can have both their streams up anyway. What I'll do is I'll usually go to their stream, one stream, watch it, and I'll catch the other one on video on demand. But I try to keep up with both of them. You going to bed, Aeon Kong? All right, man. Take care. Yeah, like I said, I'm about to end the stream here. It's been 2 hours. Yeah, it's 2 hours here. Let me see. I'll go for a little bit longer. I'll just use up these arena boosts. And then call it a stream here. So, not too much longer. And then maybe we can raid Dave. Because sometimes I'll go to his stream. Maybe while I eat. Make my food or something like that. You up for 10 minutes more, Aeon Kong? Okay. Yeah. I may not even be streaming for more than 10 minutes. As soon as I'm done with all the boosts for just this round, because I have plenty more. And then I'll call it a stream. Take a break. Grab some food. Relax. Maybe read some comments. Oh, Hyperion. I knew he was going to do that. Fortunately, he does not have any of his Furies or his Celestial Charges, so all that means is wasted time. Oh yeah, gonna intercept me, huh? Nope. Oh no, we're not gonna let you do that to me in the corner. I don't think so. Annoying Mr. Hyperion. Alright, D43, thanks for stopping by, dropping that like. I'm actually almost done, Doc Strange. I got maybe one more round of my 3 stars here. And then I'm going to... man, I hate when they do that. She just kept hitting into my block until she pushed me to where I was right at the L3. I wanted to hit her with the L2. But I'm about to get done. Be done, rather. And then maybe raid Dave for a little bit. You know, if you guys want. Let's see. Who do I have left? May as well use up me Ghost with that last boost. And then for the Mystic, let's go Unstoppable Colossus. Okay, yeah. We got one more round after this one. Yeah, one more round after this one, and then I think we'll call it. Okay, so Aeon Kong has checked and has said that the 3-star Havoc does have the synergy with Cyclops, blue team. Oh, wait, but you were talking about Colossus, were you? It's already scrolled. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, no, you said Cyclops. Not Colossus. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Anthony. Aeon Kong says that, yes, the 3-star does. All right. Look at this. We're almost at all the milestones. Just that fast with the boosts. Loving it, loving it, loving it. And even when the boosts run out, I'll usually just pad my score a little bit. And I never go for the 3-star twice, though. I have too many awakening gems. I have a bunch. I'm still maxed out, I think, on the 3-star generic awakening gems. And I usually have them expiring on me. Class ones, I usually stay maxed on every single class. And I stopped opening up those crystals over in the special tab. I forgot what they're called now. But I've got so many shards for those. Like over 1 million. Alright, so let's get this last one. I can see it's already lagging. Let's use some of these annoying boys here. Yep. And let's just get it done. Because it is getting a little bit sluggish, I can tell. So soon, I'll need to let my iPad rest, reboot it, or do something. Yeah, I do not like this Diablo. I'll tell you that. Okay. At least he doesn't take forever in the arena. But I'm not a fan of that Diablo at all. Aeon Kong, did you see my latest crystal opening? If you did, what do you think? Let me know. Emmanuel says, Wu just killed Old Man Logan for the first time in Labyrinth of Legends. 253 hit combo. Nice. You haven't seen it yet? Okay. I won't spoil it for you then. But I opened up a 6-star and 3 5-stars. And I was quite happy with the results. Yep, chop, chop, chop goes the Groot. And just like that, we've got all the milestones. Perfect time to take a break. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the stream. But from your voice, I already hate you. Hey, Aeon Kong, don't be that way, man. Don't be that way. I already had somebody tell me they hated me. And I can tell the dislikes on that video are probably from people that hate the luck that I had. Pedro says, Lord Shadow looks like maintenance tonight at 8. They need something. I'm actually happy to hear that they're going to do some maintenance. Take the game down. Get it fixed up. Tired of these connection issues. The whole reason that I went to an iOS device and why I'm running Suicides is so that I don't have to deal with these long loading times and that kind of thing. Ugh. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Dave is streaming. Let me see if I can grab a link to Dave's stream. Hold on, let me see. Where did it go? Hold on, guys. Let me, because I know he went live. There we go.
All right, Monsieur Void.
I'm putting a link to Dave's stream here.
YouTube tip: use comma and period.
And yep, and Tim did as well. And you guys can go there and hashtag
I do that.
hashtag Shadow Raid, just so he knows that it was me. And I'll be in there in a minute as well. So I'll see you guys there if you jump on over. I'm actually in there now. Yep, I see Tim already in there. Yo, yo, yo. Good afternoon, Trip D. So yeah, I'm already in the stream. So anybody that wants to come on over,
Kinda give it to me these days.
just do that hashtag Shadow Raid. Hashtag Shadow Raid, Pedro. Spell it like you know my name,
Ooh, sneak.
AEDOW Raid. All right, and I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. I know it wasn't always fun, especially in the beginning. A little bit deep conversation.
What's coming from?
I may have
And it's probably gonna be
offended
my fault.
Keith
Like if they have
with
fake
the
in corner, they're probably writing a
my attitude towards police in general,
function.
even though it's understandable considering where I came from. Hopefully not. I'm still open-minded, and I treat them as individuals, not as a group. Hopefully he got that from what we were saying earlier. But anyway, everybody take care, and see you. The next stream probably will be on Monday. And I'm not sure, actually, because I have something to do Monday, and I might not get back in time to stream at my normal time. So if you don't see me right at 1, I might try to do it a little bit later. We'll see. Take care, everybody, and have a blessed day.